So welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are driving. We're currently in Tappan, New York, which is where we'll be finishing the day. But we're on our way to Boxer Donuts where we'll get some coffee and a donut. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe down below if you like to see more of this. We'll turn this back on when we're at Boxer Donut. I recorded a whole video explaining how great it was and showing you guys the food. None of it recorded, so sorry about that, but just enjoy this indoor space and know that if you come here, you'll have good coffee and excellent donuts. So we are now at the walking trail that I told you about. If you look down this way, this is the street that we actually parked on for the cafe. So you just take this street down to Brookside Ave. So at Brookside Ave, you'll see the walking trail continues going, and you can take it all the way down to Piermont and to Tappan. So it's a really great walk. And if you're a cyclist, this ground might not be super great, so you can take the road or show you down at the water that's right there. That's the Hudson River. You can cycle along there and then go into Piermont and Tappan and get a really good cycling ride. I'm sorry if none of you are Lord of the Rings fans, but does that not look like a Hobbit entrance? I'm very jealous. I recommend taking Piermont Ave and driving all the way down. Pretty houses, lots of history, and drive slow because there's also the cyclists that you have to watch out for, people walking. It's a very active area, so always just be mindful that there's going to be people outside doing things. Here, which has gorgeous views, and it's climb a little along there. That will give you going back into the center of town, or you can take the driving path like we did. But how you can experience the beach right here in Piermont, New York a little bit. Your own little oasis. The thing that's interesting about the pier is this was built for World War II. Soldiers were come to be deployed for Europe. There are 40,000 different soldiers that came and walked down this pier to go protect us during the war, which is pretty crazy. That's why this pier was created. And then it was also the first place that 100,000 soldiers saw when they came back from World War II. New York City is clear days. You can see New York City down there. We are now in Tappan's historic district. This house that we're standing in front of is the Macy House. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is where George Washington and his friends founded Queens College here, which is now located in New Brunswick and goes by the name of Rutgers University. Let's go explore the old history of Tappan, New York. And I don't think I gave any background to the reason why we were going to all this historic points. If you've ever read the book 1776, or if you're from America, or just a history person as well. 1776, the founding of our country. So kind of a big deal. We're gonna go to the 76 house, but actually right now we're at the first courthouse ever. We're standing in the area where the first courthouse would have been. You see it? And now we're gonna walk a bit down to the old 76 house. That's actually been turned into a restaurant if you want to go eat at. It's called the old 76 house. So walk by there so you can see where George Washington and his men were. I want to take you guys on the history tour of the area because there's so much history about the founding of our country here in the town right next door to me. When you come to Tappan, you can look up historic district and you'll get to be able to walk like we are, and there's all the plaques going along that you get to learn about all the historic spots, and a lot of it dates back to 1776, the Revolutionary War, and it's kind of cool that these structures are still here and how they're used today. Like right now, 1776 house, it's now a restaurant, so go check it out to eat. I did not second house. There's Greek connection? I don't know. So you just saw us go the middle of town for Tappan, and now we're going, I don't know, we're on a street. Let's keep walking onto there. All these things that we've given you today, you're gonna get a good workout from walking to all these different places, especially if you walk the whole thing, if you cycle the whole thing. So yeah, definitely active day, wear comfortable shoes. This is the main road. That's where we were when you can see the first courthouse that was founded, and down that way, over there is the 76 house. Guys, we made it to the Doric House, which is the final stop on our historic day today. This is where George Washington used as a headquarters during the Revolutionary War, and it was off the grounds where George Washington's house was during the war. They're doing some work on the property today. As you saw, it's on Monday, which we're here on a Monday, so probably why they're doing some of the work they've done. Oh, there's a well and a water fountain. Oh, and a sundial next to the water fountain. So this is the weeping willow. I don't want to get close to that head drift because of, you know, the doing the work there. So this was the carriage house. And then the actual house, which is so crazy that his generals slept there when you have to think of the massive houses that are being built today. So this is the carriage museum. So if you come during the week between 10 and p.m., you can go in there. Oh man, I love all the bird houses. They're just so cute. The Doric House with the crane in the background for the men working. But how beautiful is this, that this historic home that housed men during 1776 fighting for American Revolution lived in this home or stopped in this home or stumbled upon this home during that era. My mom just pointed out it kind of looks like there's a 7 in the wall. All the windows up close. Pretty cool. At the parking lot, if you come, there's still more of the birdhouses on the trees so you can actually see the trees, but this brook is just beautiful. So there's so many bodies of water that come through this area that's just peaceful and relaxing. And look, there's even a little lighthouse for the stream. It's just right on the opposite side of the house where you park. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed our little historical tour today. We're now gonna head home. Hope you guys enjoyed the coffee shop and our experience for going to Boxer Donut, and then we went down to Piermont. There's that whole walking trail that you can take from that street that we were on where Boxer Donut is, walk all the way to Piermont, and you're brought to like a Piermont booth that is gorgeous views of the Hudson River. And from there you can walk down the Piermont Pier like we did today, get really great spots just like to relax, or if you want to go fishing, and then end up in Tappan in the historic district and see all the history of what happened in 1776 and walk the grounds like George Washington and all the soldiers and be a part of the Revolutionary War for a day. But in Piermont, you'd be a part of World War II with all the soldiers walking for the pier to be created for them to go and fight battle and then return home for those that were able to come home safely. So I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you're inspired to get some coffee and go and explore your local area and the history that it has to offer there. Thanks so much. Like and subscribe down below and tell me what you enjoyed about today and if you've been to the locations that we've been to. Right, bye guys.